Now's the time for the hype of the new Hyrule Warriors game, Age of Calamity, and with that you take a journey with Link and the other champions that tells the story of events that happens before Breath of the Wild. Today I'm gladly joined by Mr. TongWah, and we will be ranking the champions from Breath of the Wild.
Yo, what's up Tetraby Gamers? It is me, Mr. TongWah, and I'm gonna take over this fool's channel. This list is based on our opinions and knowledge on the champions. It might be because of their personality, or maybe because they're actually helpful in the game. Just to clarify, none of the champions are actually trash, but obviously we have to rank them, some above the others. So at the very bottom of the list we have Mifa. Mifa is a Zora champion who used to pilot the divine beast Varuta. She's sweet and cares a lot for her friends, especially Link, since she's kinda got the hots for Link, if you know what I'm trying to say here. She's got healing powers, so once Waterblight Ganon is defeated, the player unlocks her ability, Mifa's Grace. It's basically just a fairy that heals all of your hearts instead of 5. However, it takes 30 minutes to recharge, and the more you play, the more you're not going to die as often, as you become less doo-doo at the game. So it's basically just sitting at the back, and it's not going to be really used much. Still cool though.
After Mifa, we have the commander of the champion, Zelda. As the princess of Hyrule, she was expected of a lot, and she's always stressed because of it. That still doesn't stop her from being playful though. She's made many mistakes, but in all fairness, we all have, and Zelda always continues to try her best, wanting what's best for Hyrule. Whether you like her for her personality or certain assets, Zelda's power is one to behold, being able to communicate with Link and even be able to deliver the light bow for Link to deliver the final blow against Calamity Ganon. The only reason she's just so low on this list is because other than the things I've mentioned before, I just don't see much else from the Princess of Hyrule. Up next, we have Herbosa. While she comes off as a fierce fighter, she also has this mellow, caring side to her, which gives motherly love to Zelda. Herbosa used to pilot the divine beast Vah Naboris and wield the Daybreaker Shield and Scimitar of the Seven, along with her intense lightning power. She's a very wise character, in fact probably the wisest of all of the champions. Like Mifa, when she died, her power remained within the divine beast she piloted. After you kick Thunderblight Ganon's butt, you're presented with Herbosa's Fury. It's a power that allows Link to use Herbosa's lightning power and shock all of the enemies around him. It's genuinely really cool, and Herbosa has to be the most underrated champion of the group. Regardless of what you're thinking or not, Link is a champion and the number 3 spot on this list. There really isn't much to say about Link personality wise, except for the fact that he really cares about Zelda and would die for her. He was asleep in the shrine for 100 years after taking a massive L to a Guardian. But because of that, he was able to set out on a new quest and take Calamity Ganon down. Even with the lack of personality, Link is higher placed on the list because of his courage and pure strength to get past the struggles of current Hyrule and fight his way through the enemies. Of course with the help of the Master Sword, Zelda, and the champion's abilities that he recovers along the way.
And back guys! Get out of the way, Mega Fool! Ravali comes in at number 2. Why? He's a Rito. That's it. I'm just kidding. For real. Ravali is a Rito champion who used to pilot the divine beast Vah Meadow. Meadow, fun fact, is a corruption of Midori, the Japanese name for Medley. This is a reference to Medley, who appeared in one of my favorite games of all time, The Wind Waker! I'm totally not biased, guys. I'm totally not. Anywho. Okay, for real. Given the obvious fact that Ravali is a bird and he flies, his power is actually pretty cool. After defeating Windblight Ganon, you unlock his ability, which basically makes Link an airbender. It allows you to jump very high and makes it easy to start paragliding, which is way faster than walking, and lets you skip tedious climbing segments. Now that's pretty neat and helpful. However, there is one more champion that we think is the best one out of all of them.
It would be a shame if we didn't put our man Rook at number 1. He's the Goron champion who piloted the divine beast Varudanya and used the almighty boulder breaker as his main weapon. There are just so many things to love about him. Rook physically is the strongest champion, he's very playful, fun to be around, and very brave. While we did specify that Ravali had the most helpful ability overall in game, it's obvious that Rook has the most helpful ability while fighting. Since he's a Goron, he's got strong defense, and his power allows him to basically set up a shield around himself that no enemies can get through. Once you defeat Fireblight Ganon, Rook's protection is all yours, and all you need to do is shield to enable it. It's extremely helpful and it saved me countless times, and I'm sure it has for Tong too. And with all of that, that's why we think Rook is the best champion. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let us know if you agree with some of our choices, all of our choices, or none of them. We don't mind. Obviously, my socials are in the description along with Tong's today. Make sure you go check out Tong's content when you have the chance. Again, it's been fun. Thanks for watching, guys.
Thank you for having me, Mr. Circus Dude. I'll see you later, fool. Subscribe to his channel, guys.
Bruh, I'm not a fool. Alright, bye-bye.